Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be the top 10 mods of the week. It was actually a interesting battle for that spot this week. A lot of these mods were really highly rated, including a map this week, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so we're going to jump into it. They are all for all platforms. Everything we're covering today, all platforms, again, just like that. And this is based on your guys' ratings of these mods throughout the week as they come out. You guys doing going and rating them in the mod hub. So make sure you guys are rating your mods just so it kind of helps put this video together. But without further ado, let's go and jump into this week's top 10 mods for the week. All right, for number 1 this week, we have the Poer CAT Pack. This is by Agrar Design Austria. 16.14 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 58 people having rated it. This is a pack of 2 mowers. This one that you have out in front of you is the Poer CAT 310. There's also a smaller one, the Poer CAT 270. The CAT 270 is $3,300 to buy, 55 horsepower required, and works at 2.6 meters. The Poer CAT 310, the one on your screen, is $5,500 to buy, requires 60 horsepower, runs at just over 3 meters. And that is that. There's a couple of different customizations you can do to it, but nothing too crazy. It says for properties on the description, it says there's new sounds, dynamic planes for FS22 standard, mouse control for folding and unfolding the side panels, and switch work mode between the width and swath. So pretty cool. I like that. Kind of a new set of little mowers for you. Might be perfect for your little farm. Well, there you guys go. That's the Poer CAT Pack. All right, for number 2 this week, we have the Lizard FD55. This is by JD Modding ARG. It is 3.77 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.9 out of 5 stars, with 65 people having rated it. This one's pretty cool. So it is basically just a fuel trailer. Yes, it is a fuel trailer that holds 5,500 liters of fuel and costs you $12,000. But the cool part about it is, well, first off, it looks pretty nifty. I actually really like to look at this. And second off, you can see it's kind of in a John Deere configuration right now. Well, that's just kind of the standard for it, but you can configure it however you like. So if you have a Massey Ferguson farm, a Case farm, a New Holland farm, a whatever farm, a JCB farm, any farm, a Fendt farm, you can configure it to those color configurations so it matches what you have on your farm, which is, I think, a pretty cool feature for it. But regardless of that, it's just a fuel trailer. Pretty cool, though. That's the Lizard FD55 by JD Modding ARG. All right, for number 3, we have the New Holland TM. This is by Schluchheit's Modding, 27.87 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 166 people having rated it. So this is a pack of 2 tractors. This one has kind of the open cab feature, and the other one has the kind of enclosed cab feature on it. You can adjust what year it is from 1999, 2003, 2005, a few other options in there as well. You can adjust the engine configuration from 110 to 150 horsepower. You can adjust front weights, front couplers, wheels. You can put all sorts of different customizations on these guys, which is pretty cool. Price range is going to be between $38,550 and $45,850. So they're not going to cost you an arm and a leg. And they're pretty cool little tractors. So if you're running a New Holland farm or wanted kind of a medium-sized tractor to try out, these would be perfect for you. So there you guys go, the New Holland TM. For number 4 this week, we have the San Jose Implementos Grand Speed 33,000. This is by San Jose Implementos eConnect Modding. It is 18.93 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars, with 96 people having rated it. There are no customizations for this. It is what it is, but it is a pretty cool little grain cart, honestly. I think just with the way it steers and everything like that, which you'd have to kind of see to do it, but the tires steer really well at the front. It's not a swivel axle on the front. It's, yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I like the way they did it. I think they did a really good job, and they put a lot of detail, as you can see, into this thing. This thing is pretty great. I'm just put a little bit more light on it so you can see it a little better, but yeah, this thing is fantastic. It holds 33,000 liters, as you can imagine by the name, and it costs you $50,000 to buy, weighs 7.1 tons, and requires 240 horsepower to pull around. But yeah, it's a really good kind of medium-sized grain cart, so pretty cool, and I think the brand is pretty cool on there, and I think it just looks overall really well done. So there you guys go, the San Jose Implementos Grand Speed 33,000. Moving on to number 5, we have the Uni Max Pack. This is by Scat E39, Milos, and JMZ. 32.97 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars, with 59 people having rated it. There is 3 different pieces of equipment, not configuration, in this pack. The one you see out in front of you, I believe, is the Union Max CCP, if I'm not mistaken, $60,000 to buy, with the 5 meters, and it says power required 120 kilometers. I'm going to assume they mean horsepower by that in the description. So 120 horsepower required to pull this. This one is the one that has the wheels on the back. The other 2 are rear mounted. One's a 6 meter, one's a 5 meter at $70,000 and $50,000 respectively, requiring 120 and 180 horsepower. So pretty cool, and you can see the stuff swaying back and forth. So a lot of really good detail on it that they put in it. I'm not doing anything. That's just the wind in the game moving around and doing its thing. But yeah, This is just a pack of Polish machines that are cultivators. So maybe this is what you want to add onto your Zelonka farm if you wanted to do that. But there you guys go. That is the Uni Max Pack by, well, it's got 839 and Miles and James E. So there you guys go. All right, for number 6, what you're seeing on your screen is part of my map tour for Creach, which is by Red Kindness. 304.26 megabytes to download for all platforms, and it is currently rated at 4.6 out of 5 stars with 449 people having rated it. That is really good for this thing having come out 5 days ago as of when I'm recording this. So it is doing really good. Really cool map, honestly. Really cool. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, a card to my map tour, my full map tour, will pop up on your screen right now. So you guys can check that out and be able to see if it's a map you may want to actually play on. But just a little bit about this. It says this mountainous valley is near the fictional town of Creach. The stream of the same name flows through the valley. In addition to old yards for small equipment, a modern biogas plant with an associated cow shed is also operated. So there are lots of different fields on this farm and lots of different features on it that I think are pretty cool. And honestly, it's just kind of a cool map in terms of the terrain and everything like that. But there you guys go. But that is Creach, which is available for all platforms, so make sure you guys check it out. Moving on to number 7, our only placeable this week, we have the Cow Barn 17 by 14. This is by Piesel, 26.88 megabytes to download for all platforms, currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 67 people having rated it. This is a $24,000 cow barn, kind of an older cow barn, but I think it looks really cool. Looks like it's got a lot of good detail to it as well. It does hold 30 cows. It's going to cost, or there's also additional milk tank that comes with this pack as well that you can place down for $8,000. That holds 30,000 liters. You can find that under silo extensions as well. There's also a garage that comes with this that kind of matches this theme as well. It's 40 by 10 meters. That's $10,000 to buy that. So really pretty cheap for it. But overall, really cool set of little buildings and placeables and stuff like that. So make sure you guys check it out. But this is the Cow Barn 17 by 14 by Piesel. For number 8 this week, we have the Tata 815 pack. This is by Lucasino, 29.13 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars with 153 people having rated it. This is a truck, the truck on the front there, which there's lots of customizations and stuff in that. But not going too deep into the customizations, there are different backs you can put on it, 3 different ones to be specific. The one I have on here on the back right now is the slurry tanker, which is $16,000 to buy. There's also a manure spreader at $15,000, and there's different types of grain extensions between $10,000 and $17,000 you can put on the back. And the truck itself is $95,000, has 305 horsepower. But I do want to show you the other backs. Let's go ahead and hop into the store real quick. All right, so now that we're in here, this is the back I put on it right now, but obviously also have this nice manure spreader back, which looks pretty nifty. And again, you can just disconnect them off of the back of the truck, which is pretty cool. So you can just you can buy multiple backs and change them out as you want. You can see we can bump the capacity up through here, and then we have, well, that one's going to be probably just for like forage goods there, but still pretty cool. I like this truck a lot. There's a lot of good detail on it and a lot of good different attachments to the back of it. So kind of perfect for your kind of small to medium sized farm. But there you guys go. That's the Tata 815 pack by Lucasino. Really cool mod truck. So make sure you guys check it out. For number 9, as we get close to wrapping up, we have the Load King Max Wing 44-foot. This is by J.M. Garcia, 29.57 megabytes to download for all platforms. Currently rated 4.8 out of 5 stars with 116 people having rated it. You can adjust the wheels, the tires on this bad boy, as well as the color for this thing, and covers or no covers on it as well. But the biggest benefit to this, I believe, is going to be for you guys that like to haul a lot of stuff at once. This thing can go up to a capacity of 600,000 liters. That's only without a cover. If you want to put the cover on, it bumps it down to 500,000 liters. But regardless of that, there is a lot of other different cool customizations, and this thing can hold basically everything on your farm, it seems like. Maybe not quite that much, but it does hold quite a bit. So this would be a really good trailer, I think, for a lot of you guys. It does cost $155,000, so it's a little pricey, but that's really not that much compared to the fact that you're gonna be able to haul that much. So there you guys go. That's the Load King Max Wing 44-foot by J.M. Garcia. All right, for number 10 and our final mod for the week, we have the MF27, or good lord, the MF274S/Landini 6550. I tell you what, I've had a lot of issues recording this video today for whatever reason. And I'm on like cup 2 of coffee. But anyhow, this is by Blauer. It is 27.17 megabytes to download for all platforms, and it is currently rated 4.7 out of 5 stars with 107 people having rated it. Basically, you have the Landini on the left and the Massey Ferguson on the right. And for each of those tractors, you have the 4-wheel drive version and the 2-wheel drive version. I have the 4-wheel drive of the Landini out here. There's also a 2-wheel drive version available. And on the right, I have the 2-wheel drive of the Massey Ferguson, which there's also a 4-wheel drive option available. Plenty of different little configurations for different things on them as well. And the price is not that much, ranging between $17,500 and just over $23,000, or almost $24,000, I guess, thousand. But there you guys go. Couple cool little tractors, and without further ado, that is our top 10 mods for the week. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on your notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys again next week with the top 10 mods for that week.